Hello, my friends. My name is Tim Johnson. Yes, I've been quiet for a while. Obviously, with the situation we're all in, self-isolation and the coronavirus and all the rest of what's going on. But I wanted to make this video because it's very important to me to be absolutely transparent and honest with everyone that watches this channel and gets help from it in whatever way you do, which I'm grateful for, obviously. As you know, over the last few weeks, I've been on the pilgrimage to, I was trying to walk the Camino de Santiago, 1,000 miles in 50 days. And with what happened, obviously, with what happened in the world and particularly in Spain, because it's been quite horrific over here, you know, like with how quickly it's happened and how I had to travel back from the Camino. It was shut down and I had to make my journey back. And but I want to be absolutely transparent, because during that journey back, when I found out that I was going to have to abort the mission, if you like, if I was going to have to stop the walk, I was in a small village somewhere near Merida, which probably you wouldn't know where that was, but somewhere quite up in Spain, like and a very small village. And I let things overtake me, and I always preach on this channel about relapse, about HALT, which is hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Those things that you should always watch for. And forget about the hunger for a minute, but I was angry, I was lonely, I was worried for my loved ones, basically, as well. Like, you know, as well as worrying about how I was going to get back home and how I was going to make that journey, because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't easy. It took me nearly a whole day to even get down halfway down the country. And I was really lucky because it was the last day that the transport travelled over here, like to get me back to Malaga, and then for me to make my way back from Malaga to here, home. So, yeah, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I was definitely tired. I've been pushing myself to my limits because I was doing it for many reasons. This pilgrimage, I was doing it to help people who are homeless. It was my 60th year, my birthday. My family had just been over it. It was absolutely amazing. I had a beautiful birthday and all the rest of it. And I was set up, and they very kindly, my family, had set me up. Like, basically, they'd kitted me out with all the equipment I needed, and I pushed myself to the absolute limits. And then when this happened, and when I knew I had to come back and abort the mission, if you like, I wasn't vigilant, and you have to be vigilant. You know, I was listening to Russell Brand over the last couple of days. I've been watching him and listening to him because he's a big inspiration for me. And you know, I just wasn't vigilant. I just let myself get tired. I let myself feel pain, and I let myself slip. So I went in that chemist and I bought codeine. I'll be totally honest with you, I bought, you can't buy, like the drugs I talk about on the channel, like tramadol and stuff like that. And I wasn't interested in alcohol or nothing like that. I literally wanted to soothe the pain, not the pain I was feeling in my hip necessarily because of my metal hip, but also the pain I was feeling for having to abort the mission. So hungry, angry, lonely, tired, I was feeling all those things, and bought it, took it, and for the past week, I've been getting off it. I've got none left now, and I can't buy it. You can't buy it here anyway locally because the new rules. It was just I was in this situation in this small village and whatever, and I've learned a massive lesson from it, and I want to be absolutely transparent because I've felt a lot of pain. My oldest daughter's been helping me so much over the last few days, and I'm feeling good, and I feel good now, and I feel strong. So, I'm going to move forward from this and learn a massive lesson that 4 years, it doesn't matter how much recovery you've got. When these things happen to us that we can't plan for or legislate for, like this coronavirus crisis and all the rest of it, you have to be ultra vigilant. You have to watch yourself all the time. And I'm not, as far as the 12 steps go, I am not. I learn from their principles, and I admire them, and I appreciate them. But it's not something that I've followed along the way. But I look at this and I think, if I'd been more vigilant, then this wouldn't have happened. And I just don't want you to all feel let down. And I'm back on track again and feeling strong and feeling happy. And I just want to go forward from this. And it's a massive lesson learned for me. This is a massive lesson learned, and I'll be hopefully be able to help some of you out there as well during this crisis. I'm going to start making some videos over the next week or two about this isolation, about sorting out new routines for yourselves, because it's all about, for me anyway, as my daughter recognised, it's about routine. It's about it's about maintaining that routine. It's about maintaining strength and on all the rest of it. And when that routine gets kicked out the window because of what's going on outside there, then you're in danger unless you're vigilant, unless you can. So there's a couple of things I will suggest over the next couple of days. Wim Hof breathing is paramount, and if you I know my daughter will probably smile at that, but it's paramount to me at the moment because of immunity and the breathing method and the relaxation that it gives me and the strength that it gives me. Then I'm doing that every day now. Diet, exercise, finding a new routine, creating things, finding things to do like that. But creativity is really important. So if it's writing a journal or writing that book you always promised yourself you'd write, or whatever it is, then creativity is really important during this, and keeping your mind active and keeping your body fit and strong, and eating well, and if obviously I'm blessed that I can go down the supermarket still, and I walk down there every day and I buy myself some nice good healthy food when so look after yourselves, stay safe. I want it to be open and transparent. It's not been an easy video to make this. I've sort of mulled over this for days, about what to say, and I literally wrote things down, and I wanted to be open and honest with you all. And but it's just I've decided this morning just to make it and just say what came into my head, and that's what I've done. And I hope it's been helpful. And so look out for my new videos. Subscribe to the channel, and look out for my new videos on new daily routines and new ways to keep yourself occupied during this crisis that we're in. But also look at the blessings of this as well, because that's something that's really opened my eyes to see the kindness and love of people over this last week or two. Not just family, which is obviously, my priority, family, but just seeing the kindness of people in general, the people that are, asking each other how they are, and of course the National Health Service and the nurses and the doctors and the people who are putting themselves at risks every single day and dealing with this, bless them, and also it's bringing out some kindness and gratitude in people, which I've not seen that for a long time. So maybe it's a big shift in people's consciousness, maybe, and people are waking up, and people are becoming more focused on considering other people and kindness and caring for others and gratitude and love. And that's what it's all about, and that's what us humans are about. So thank you for listening, and I'll give it a couple of days, and then I'll make something that will hopefully be helpful to all of you. Love you loads. Carpe Diem. Don't forget that motto. Seize the day. Doesn't matter what's happening outside. Seize it. Much love to you all. Bye.